Martin's in, Camilo's in. I need to send invites again, I think.
Jens is coming in.
I think Ben is going to be joining Mercedes.
Yeah.
Jens is here, isn't he?
Yeah, it's game is from.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but he is coming in, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's alright. He's going to be in the Mercedes.
Jens is it? Or Jack?
Jack, yeah, because he's not here.
Yeah.
Okay. Twitch, I need to get the stream on here.
And Jacob is a bit.
Seriously. Ben. Jens is the last one.
Yep.
I'm going to delete that message now. Come on, Jens. I'm sure he's probably in the chat.
He will be in the chat earlier than he will be in the session.
Fair enough. Is he in? Oh no, he's not. Okay.
Not yet, not yet. It's always the same people who are late. Isn't it, Jens? Because I know you're listening.
It's fine. We could just let him in right now. Don't mind that few minutes. No problem.
And of course,
bullying.
Jens is the first one in the chat.
Cry. Cry about it, Jens. I'm sure
If
that
you
makes
just
you feel
hurry
better.
up, Jens. Oh, I had the same problem yesterday, Jens.
Your PS4 is going to explode. That's a shame.
While we are waiting for Jens, I'm gonna roll a little ad and hope we are back by the time Jens is in. So we'll be back in a minute and a half. Whilst we will keep yapping in the meantime, while we wait for Jens.
Fair enough, yeah.
So, for the people who are still hearing us now, while we are trying to run some ads, we run ads to not have ads while watching a race. If anyone ever wonders. Because that's how Twitch works. So, we try to give you all of the action. That's why we run ads during waiting for Jens, during loading screens, and even safety cars. Because otherwise you're going to miss stuff during the race.
Because of the safety cars.
Mate, give Jens
like
some
lap
love.
36.
Give Jens some love.
It depends.
Why it depends? Why are people running up, by the way?
Just told them to, because this thing isn't loaded. He can join in qualifying.
Yeah, true.
He should just restart the PS4.
Yeah, might be an ID for Jens, and no.
Yeah.
If
You have
he's
18
already done
minutes,
that or
so-
not, but
Right, so let's do an official intro. Good evening and welcome back to CLR Friday. Christmas and New Year has come and gone, but now in 2025 we have the second running of the Friday tier. Drivers of old and new folks have arrived in CLR, and they all have the same ambition to complete their path to the titles. Last time, Race Brower held on to his title at their death in Miami, overcoming Lemmy's challenge at the end in that crazy tight title battle. Now Race Brower will no longer be racing. We all know we will have a new champion, but the question now begs, who will be our new champion? I am George, and welcome back to the game, and I'm joined by Max. Hello.
good evening. We are here in Brazil for a lot of fun. On this, what will be soon to be full grid, because Jens is still coming in. We have a few reserves coming in tonight. George, run us through them.
So we have in the Ferrari, we have Humph, who will be, he drove very well yesterday in Austria. He got a few track limit warnings, but he had a consistent race, so he's keeping up in that train for P5. And then we have Cuba as well, who's going to be driving as under the name Jakob, his real name, I believe it is. He'll be in the Red Bull, so he'll be one to keep an eye on. He's been talking a lot, so hopefully he can match those words with a performance. And the last two reserves, Matix Ben, he was in Austria yesterday. We also have AZG Martin from last season. He raced in the Friday tier, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in the new season. And he is the first one out of the track.
That's some good stuff.
Raceborough has just subscribed to CLR channel for the 4th month in a row. Thank you very much
Mad
to
lad.
Raceborough.
Thanks a lot, Race Brewer.
So I want to see if he enters
Our CLR Friday champion. Not only a champion on track, but also off track.
Incredible scenes.
As
from
Jens has
Raceborough.
joined the session, so he finally got his stuff working.
Yes, we're in the session, ladies and gentlemen. 17 minutes to go. AZG Martin is the first. Joined in Mexico. He had that shocking performance, let's just say. But he can definitely improve, Martin, let's just say. He did much better in Miami, just keeping out the way of the lap cars. That was his problem in Mexico.
Also, for the people in chat, can you confirm if my volume on stream is alright? Thank you.
Yeah. Let's make sure everything's good, guys. Anyway, the first lap of the season is about to be done by Martin. Let's stay on board with the Alpine driver, the reserve Alpine tonight. Good to see a full grid yet again in CLR. Activity has been excellent. It is oversubscribed here, in fact. We had a lot of sign-ups. Now see Martin into turn 1, and it's validated straight away in the Senna S. So he'll want to not do that next lap, so we'll move on to the next driver. It's McLaren. Rocket, and then we have...
Yeah, it's Rocket indeed in the McLaren getting his first lap. Rocket not the quickest of drivers in CLR, but does tend to score some points here and there. He's becoming, I think, the new type of DM Yurt.
Yeah, that's an interesting
A driver
way of
who a driver who it isn't the quickest, but he's there when he can score some points. He will do it.
So yeah, he had the best finish of P8 in the season 3. He put the challenge on in some races. It's just a lot of retirements. Unfortunately, oh, there's a Haas behind him as well. So I think that Haas started the lap too close behind Rocket.
Yeah, might not have been the smartest idea from Goober, which is Neon for people who remember from start of season 3. But
Yeah,
he's still flickering some lights, so I don't know if it's a real push lap. This.
I just want to say it's great to see him back. Neon, obviously, he had to drop out the season last year through personal issues. It's great to see him back. He's a really nice lad, Neon is. Now under the name Goober McBanana Pants, so that's an interesting name, let's just say. Rocket goes P1, 11.6.
First person to set the lap time this season is a 1:11.6.
We have an Aston Martin. That's Camille starting that. We have a Red Bull actually after that as well. That is Blow. Blow is a really quick qualifier, as we know. 8.4 for Blow, so he's absolutely smashed the lap of Rocket. Let's just put that to leader interval.
Yeah, Rocket would just set a banker lap, trying to improve probably sooner rather than later. Blow a decent lap time, 8.4. If Jakub is going to set the lap time he said he will smash that. But let's see if his words come to action.
Dion goes P2 with an 8.6. A Blow has been beaten by Boombo, his former teammate in the Aston Martin now. It goes with an 8.0. That's a good lap time, early lap time. Let's now see who is next. Kuruma, isn't it? Yes, one of the new drivers goes P6 with a 10.0, 10 flat.
Boomber and Blow, McLaren teammates last season, where they respected each other really well, really good combination of teammates. This year, however, they aren't in the same team, so I'm curious if they will keep that nice informality they had last season, or will absolutely rip each other to pieces this season.
Let's ride on board with Camille, one of the fastest qualifying drivers in CLR. He has really good qualifying pace in CLR. As I was going through the notes yesterday, Camille, I've seen 6 poles for him in his time in CLR. He's had 3 wins and 13 podiums along the way. He is the prolific pole, as Sloth would say. So let's see what Camille could do. What is so prolific about him on this qualifying lap? As he takes it very nice through the horseshoe, or as officially known as Ferradura, coming through the middle sector. This race is going to be a good one, isn't it, Max? It's going to be plenty of opportunities for overtaking, especially in the first 2 DRS straights, but possibly in the corners as well, middle sector.
Yeah, if you get a good run through the middle sector, you have the second. Can you call it a hairpin? Not sure. I don't know the corner name. Sorry for that one. Just before Junkao, the little hairpin. If you get a good run through the second sector, you might get a chance of an overtake. Also for people with a bad exit into Junkao, you might have an opportunity if you're daring enough. But yeah, the obvious overtaking spots are turn 1 and turn 4.
Camille, good lap there, 7.6 on provisional pole by 3 tenths at the moment. Well, it just shows, he's a very, very good qualifying driver, as I just said there. Milan is on the lap. Beagle Milan, one of the new drivers.
I'm also watching Humph on a lap now, who is on quite the improvement. He was 5.8 seconds up, only at 15.1. But if that's the case, he will be doing a really decent lap. P3 for Humph, 8.3. So really well done by the Ferrari driver. Humph joined late in last season, but has shown quite some good pace already. So I'm really curious what he can do with a full season.
Yeah, I had a good battle with him yesterday in Austria. It was an interesting fight. As we see Callum in the Williams, your Thursday tier commentator, but your Friday tier Williams driver alongside Jens. Some interesting names could describe this driver lineup. Some swear words might be used to describe them, but we will not talk about that on the stream. Or wash drivers perhaps. Let's see. Jens will get a bit of a response in the chat maybe. With actually going to look at the chat because RacePro is just putting some comments in. So he's saying it would be great if the Great Dane takes pole here. It says Boomber and Camilo are a pretty strong duo. Surprised they're in a team. Well, these lineups are very strong. Let's just say, very very good drivers all over this grid. There are some very strong contenders in the constructors. Yeah, I do agree with that. I would say that Aston Martin team looks quite good, along with the Williams team. Reggie goes P3 in the Alpine. Good lap there from Reggie. He had this unfortunate incident
Really
last night
decent lap.
because his brakes went in Austria. Not
Yeah,
good.
so he had a technical failure on his physical brake pedal, not in game.
Yeah.
So I hope he can improve on that today. Won't have any issues with that. But as you said, George, we have a lot of competitive drivers and competitive teams for this season. Aston Martin, as you already talked about, but also if you look at Ferrari with Hump and Nemo being in a team together, also a really strong lineup to try and compete with those Aston Martins. Also Psycho Lemmy, who we know can win races, who probably will win races this season, in combination with Jazz. Jazz, a decent regular point scorer in CLR, so also one to watch out for in the form of Kick Sauber.
On board with Hobnob then, as we just went through the middle sector of him, he'll definitely be competing for the title in this season, Thursday and Friday. He just jumps on the curb there in the Haas car. Haas teammates with Neon, of course, or Goober McBanana Pants, his funny new nickname. But now we see Hobnob come towards the line and he sets 7.8, so that's just under 2 tenths from Camille's pace.
Jens to P5, the Great Dane, setting a really good lap in this session, 4 tenths ahead of his teammate. Callum, I will say to you, why did you get beaten by Jens? I got beaten by Jens yesterday as well, so I have nothing to say. But Callum, you are beaten by Jens.
Fair enough. Great Dane doing his thing, I guess. So it's just a bit bitty out there. As we see Blow in the middle sector. I think he's on a lap.
Kuruma finishing a lap. Absolutely just run out of battery now across the line. Not the best of 200s of his previous lap. So that might be the best there is for Kuruma today, P13. Maybe he can improve on his last run in a few minutes. As I'm watching Jakub, currently in P14 with a 10.9. So really curious what he can do on this lap.
2.6 seconds up on this lap.
So that will be an 8.3, but let's see what he can improve in the last sector. Absolutely smashing his battery as well.
Absolutely smashing the lines as well as he comes across the line.
7.9, P3, a really good lap for Jakub.
Early laps on the board. The Polish lineup today in the Red Bull team. We also have Camilo and Boomer full Polish lineup, so all the poles together.
Boomer disqualified from for the session.
Oh, what's going on? It's just car was wiggling in the pit exit, and he's disqualified.
Yeah, he's disqualified, so not sure what happened there. That's a real shame for Boomer having to start from the back of the grid.
He's starting from last.
It's a really difficult one for Aston Martin.
As we see a Red Bull is off. That's Cuba.
Yeah, that's Jakub on at the back. Doesn't know what he's doing over there, but I see what. If he's standing there for quite a while, he will get disqualified in the second.
Yeah, he's disqualified as well.
Parked in a dangerous location. Not sure what's happening here.
So 2 drivers have been disqualified only minutes into the season from the first qualifying session. Jakub and Boomber, some of the fastest drivers we have on this grid.
Also, we haven't mentioned it on stream yet, but I saw Jens in the Twitch chat talking about rain for the race, and I see Reggie in Discord chat as well. So we will have rain for the race.
Not sure who to keep our eye on at the moment. Who's finishing a lap? So we see that's Lemmy actually. I don't have him on board. I think that's starting the lap actually. Yes, he's starting. Let's go on board with Lemmy. Because he came P2 last season in that tight title battle with Race Brower. This will be an interesting battle this season. Who do you think is going to win the championship, Max? Before we've done any races this season. Any points have been given out?
That's a question and a half. That's a question and a half. Camilo, if he can get out those mistakes he made last season, he's really quick in the race as well, but just too many mistakes, spinning, having issues. If he can sort that out, he might be a real contender for the Drivers' Championship. Who else? Who else? Yeah, Lemmy. I mean, getting
He's
P2 last season.
this lap actually.
That not a coincidence you do that. If you take P2 in one race, that's a different story. But if you can do it from a whole season, yeah, you have to consider him once again. Who else? Humph, not sure yet. I mean, he only has done a couple of races in CLR until now. So, not sure what to expect from him over a whole season. Also, Hobnob. I mean, last season he competed in only 4 or 5 races, but he won 3 of them.
He is brilliant pace, Hobnob. Yes.
Yeah, so he's a big shout as well.
I'm just looking at the chat. Racebro has given his thoughts for the Drivers' Champion, and he sends Hobnob. So I can see why. As Camilo improves his fastest lap, 7.6, just half a tenth of an improvement, which is an improvement, I've got to say. 7.6 is a very strong lap.
Also watching Kiam finishing his lap over the line now.
Oh, he's gone faster. Wow. That's a good lap.
Wow. 7.4, really good lap from Kiam. A driver who, at our own mistake from the CLR staff, we had Racebro at first signed up for, we thought for Friday, but he didn't. A mistake on our side. So Kiam during the stream where we announced the driver lineups, got the seat, but already showing what he can do in the first qualifying session. As Lemmy puts P3 as well, really good lap from him.
He looks strong, yeah. I just want to say about Kiam, Kiam or whatever, he looked very strong in that test as well. He had some good pace in that test. Lemmy, P3, good lap from him. He's not really known for his qualifying, Lemmy. His race pace is excellent. Or as I like to call him, the Drift Master Lemmy. That's just going to be his new nickname for the season.
Drift Master Lemmy. Lock up Lemmy.
Lock up Lemmy. Drift Master Lemmy.
I like that.
So.
Let's see, 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining, so people will prepare for that final runs in qualifying.
Is Nemo completing a lap here? I just want to see him cross the line.
He's not improving. He's 8 tenths
down. Yeah. That was Lemmy going off the track to let his teammate go, who was invalidated his lap. Jazz in P14 at the moment. And you want to find an improvement. Everyone does, of course. Martin in P18 at the moment. So is he? No, he's not on a lap, I think. Everyone's just getting ready for their final runs. There's 2 minutes left. There's plenty of time to get your lap on the boards. So, let me find a driver on the lap. Oh, we have a yellow flag. It's a Mercedes. It's Ben who's gone off. At that corner is Curva de La Runa. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. He's gone off there. Ben is in P10 at the moment, so decent time for him.
I was just going to say, he's really unnoticed in this session, but still put in a very decent lap in P10. It is a second off the pace, but nothing to be ashamed of with Kiam and Camilo, and also Lemmy putting in some real good lap times for the top 3.
So Yaz is on the lap as we speak. Just let me acknowledging the new nicknames in the chat. Good to see engagement with our great drivers here, but Yaz coming through. Turn 12, that is Junkao, famous for the Lewis Hamilton championship winning moment. Timo Glock.
Is that Glock?
Is that Glock? Glock wasn't there this time, but Yaz is here now, crossing the line, and he goes P12, so that's going to be a points position in the race. No points for qualifying, of course. Let's find someone on a lap then. There's a Haas completing a lap.
I'm also I have Friendly Rocket on a lap finishing. He's almost a second up.
Yes.
Will not get him a position a second. So he's down quite a bit. He does find 6 tenths.
10.4, yes.
So we'll keep P17, but a good improvement from for Friendly Rocket.
The next driver is going to be McLaren, his teammate Kajam, I think that's him starting a lap. Yes.
Yes, he just started another lap.
Humphrey's retired. Oh, it's a crash, turn 3. And Nemo's retired as well, but he's retired on track.
Both Ferraris out. So you have Dion finishing he finished a lap, but I think he spun during it.
Dion, let me just watch on board. Yeah, he's finished.
Kuruma is going back into the pit lane, so that's his session over.
Kuruma,
P16.
Mercedes is next. Beagle Milan crosses the line. 6 temps down, not an improvement. I want to watch on board
No
with the Haas
improvement
of
for
Hobnob.
Jazz as well, yeah.
Hobnob's the next one. 10th up. Let's see what he can get in the final set. So you dumping out the ERS down that straight. Absolutely massive straight there for this. As that's an improvement by 3 thousandths only. So P4. Jens is in the middle sector. We have a McLaren next. Kayam, yes. Purple middle sector is 2 temps up on his time. As we now cross the line with Kayam.
Neon is next.
Kayam
P8 for
goes
Neon.
7.1. What a lap.
What
Impressive.
a lap. What a lap.
Wow.
As Callum goes P5, next up is Jens. What can Jens do?
P4
for
Whoa.
Jens Jordel. Mental lap
Decent.
from both Williams drivers. Only 2 tenths apart.
Well, Williams 4th and 6th,
everyone, yeah, that's everyone. So, George, run us through our grid.
So, Kayam on his debut has pole position. Camilo will start on the front row with him. Psycholemi will be on the second row along with Jens. Hobnob 5th, O'Callum in P6 in the second Williams. Williams had the very good qualifying. We'll go through the rest of the grid as we get the screen up.
Blow P7, Beagle Milan P8.
Neon P9.
Neon, aka Goober, P9. Reg, who will finish out the top 10. Humph and Matix Ben on the 6th row together. Jess and Dion staan P13 and 14.
Nemo P15,
then at the back of the grid, Lil Nemo P15, Kuruma P16. We have an all-Austrian 9th row of Rocket and AZG Martin. And on the back row, both disqualified from qualifying is Jacob and Boomer. So 2 Polish drivers at the back.
Good qualifying session there, and Kayam just put a message out to everyone. He's in this, definitely. 5 temps on pole, that is a big message to everyone.
5 tenths clear, that's absolute. I think that's one of the biggest margin we ever had at CLR history.
It's raining at the start here in Brazil. So we've got rain at the start. That is, yeah, especially at Brazil, a 5 temps margin for pole is just massive. So let me just take you through some CLR trivia. But we're going to start with the strategy for this race. So if it was dry...
Wait for the trivia in a bit, because I've put up an ad. We'll keep yapping, but...
Yeah, yap on. So safety car risk. It's got to be high at Brazil, surely. Especially in the rain.
I mean, if we look at the Brazil race we have seen this year in 2024 in real life, that was something else.
Yeah, it might be a similar race. That was a mental weekend.
If you get something similar, we will be here by 11 p.m. That's one thing.
Strategy.
So which will be in 1.5 hours. So I hope that's not the case.
So strategy. If it was a dry race, it's really close here, but medium soft is it optimal. We have a formation lap now. Seems like they're ready up quite early. Inters for everyone.
We are back, by the way.
Yes, overtaking spots will be into turn 1 and turn 4.
Oh no, outside of Curva del Sol.
Yeah.
like Max Verstappen in 2016 and also in 2024 last season.
Mental race for Max Verstappen, that one. One of these drivers want to emulate the Flying Dutchman himself.
Will it be Jacob or Boomer from the back of the grid? They have something to get back on after that qualifying session.
Well, Jakob is in the Red Bull, so you know he could do it. You never know.
You never know. You never know.
The past winners here in Brazil, season 1 went to a guy called Atom, who was mental quick. Launch season went to Atom in season 1, Apple in season launch. So that was similar names, but they're very quick drivers to say the least. And season 3 went to Callum. So you know, I don't know how he's got into that category, Callum, but
Callum has 2
we
race
have 2
wins
disqualified.
One in Hungary, and I think season 2, I think it is. or the launch season. I can't remember. And the second one is around here. So
Oh, we have
he has something to prove out here today.
so
Yeah,
we
some of
have
these queues on the formation lab. So I'm not
4.
sure what's
Yeah,
going
I
on
was just
there.
about to say that's a
What's
lot of
going on there? But
disqualifications
all right.
at the back of the field. Raceborough says Boomer for 11 positions overtake in the first 4 corners. Let's go. Okay, let's
I'm
see.
If you're gonna do at the front of the grid, I will take a look at Boomer. Especially, race for this one's for you. I
Yeah,
will take a look at Boomer.
we'll take the
No,
start
no,
here.
no pressure for Boomer on this race start. He will finish off the grid coming
He'll
onto
win the race
line
today.
now.
What about that?
No pressure, Boomer. No pressure. But you have to win the race according to Raceborough. I'm
So,
sorry.
ladies and gentlemen, it is time for CLR Friday in season 4 at Brazil. The Autodromo Jose Carlos Place, or Interlagos as we know it better. We're waiting for the 5 lights. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's going Brazil for season 4. So we have Kaim getting off the line very
Good
well
start
actually.
for Hopknob.
Yes, Hobnob into P4, but now we see Camilo with side by side with Lemmy to turn 1. It's Camilo holding the position.
There's an RB off at the back, some wing damage as well.
Barumi,
Boomer
yes.
already made up 1 position, trying to look on the outside for more.
As you see,
So we
Jakob
have
into
Jakob going up to
P16.
P60, really good start for him. Boomer is very wide at the back. Back at the front, it's Camilo, P2. Lemmy in P3. Lemmy did have a little swap around at the start, but Camilo came back from that really quick.
As we
Lemmy
see, oh, there's a big
now
off at the
trying on
back,
inside.
and it's Martin's out. Big crash,
Martin's
safety
out,
car.
lap 1, safety car.
Yeah.
Car.
I caught that. Yeah, he just went off straight off. I think he might have had contact with someone. Hobnob is in P3, but it gives the position back to Lemmy. I think that was just a bit of delta
there's some
issues.
squabbling around, deltas, braking, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so that was a crazy start. Martin is out of the race on lap 1 for turn 4. He just went straight on there. I think he might have had contact with a car, missed his braking point, just got straight on, you know. Maybe did a bit of a Lance Stroll there, but in the race. This climb does a little drift there out of that corner is Junkao. So, I wonder how much time we have of rain in this race. Does anyone in the chat know? We might see some pit stops here for front wings.
Yeah, from front wing stops indeed. I know, I think Kuruma that is. I saw some bits of front wing flying. He is missing, he's not missing an end plate and he's not boxing. So, might be Dion's stand then.
Dion...
No, his front wing is also intact. So, I don't see anyone boxing. So, probably not enough damage for other people. As we have Sloth in the Twitch chat as well. Good job, guys, on the comms. Thank you, mate. 5 to 10 minutes of rain, so it's a really short.
Yeah, just
some really short stint of rain before we get back to some dry running.
So.
And we have Blow going all the way
down
to
the order.
back. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, we didn't see that one, obviously.
And Lemmy says rain 30 minutes. Jens says a delta. Lemmy has a delta thingy.
He has telemetry, doesn't he? That app on his laptop, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's just take a look at the positions gained then at the start. Let me see which one that is. Position change. So most gains went to Jakob, 6 places on the first lap, 13th now. Wants to do a Max Verstappen-esque performance. Blow is retired.
Blow has retired from this session. Not sure what's going on.
I think that was a disconnect actually.
No, I can't. Doesn't look like it. Not sure what happened there, but Blow is out.
Yeah, he's gone now.
Kuruma is really struggling, even behind the safety car on for this at this pace, trying to stay on track. Not
Crazy
sure what's going on.
So, he's gone into the back.
He's gone into the back of Boomer. Now Shirley has damaged his wing and got a 10-second penalty from that as well. So that's more than fair, gaining that penalty.
He needs to box and get a new front wing, definitely though.
Yeah, new front wing, get those 10 seconds served as well. So not a big loss for Kuruma.
So there was some changes here and there at the front of the grid. Top 3 held position. Hobnob went up 1. Milan, Beagle Milan 2 positions. Reggie gained 2 as well as Humph. Dion gained 3 on the first lap. We saw some Callum going down 1 the end as well, and Neon went down 1. We saw Yaz lost the position as well. Rocket inheriting a position as well as Boomber up 3. Kruma's at the back, is in the pits for front wing.
Yeah,
Understandably.
front wing and getting those 10 seconds served as well. So nothing lost for Kuruma. Unless the safety car is in this lap, then he might still have a little issue, but we'll find that out in a minute or so. Now, with this very early safety car, there's less rain running. That's how easy it is, because the race
could be one of those races.
Race time -wise.
Yeah, right. When the strategy just comes in at the littlest moment, the moment you don't expect, a massive, someone might come in for slicks, getting a massive undercut when the rain stops, and he's going to be in the lead, and he might just be, like a Jakub or maybe Boomba, perhaps. As that was.
Yeah, I mean, it's only lap 3, and with the safety car from lap 1, and Jakub is already in P13, well, starting from the back. So that's a great Max Verstappen-esque start for his race. I really want to see what he's going to do next, as we have another lap of safety car at least, because of Kuruma still having to catch up. Sloth in the chat, loving to see the full grid. So do we, Sloth. So do we.
Safety car running in CLR then, as Martin's lap 1 crash at turn 4, and Blow retired. I think that was a technical issue, perhaps. I'll just check the Discord quickly to see. Actually, I haven't checked Discord as the host, so that wasn't a good thing.
We'll look in Discord.
It seems alright, yeah. Blow is typing in the chat, so we'll wait to actually hear from Blow. I will listen to him and see what he's got to say. Engineer says 5 minutes for Jens, so it could be ending very soon. I mean, Lemmy said 30 minutes though, and he has telemetry, so I'm not really sure.
And his telemetry now says 25, so we have no clue what's going to happen.
So Blow had an FPS issue on his computer, and his game has crashed, so he's out of the race due to that.
Oh, wow. That's a real shame.
Yeah, technical issues affecting the drivers again. Not good to see. Hopefully Blow will be ready for next week, though. Not a good start to his season. I think we'll be getting safety car in this lap.
I think so. Kuruma has caught up to the rest of the pack. So high chance of it in this lap.
So, Kayam will lead the field yet again as he started the race on pole. Held the pole through the first corners. We have a little bit of position change under the safety car. Maybe some lag coming in, or... Okay, I think that's alright.
Safety car in this lap,
So, Kayam will make the decision then.
So we will go back to green flag running very, very shortly. Kiam running, leading the pack on starting lap 5, as it will be when they cross the line. Followed by Camilo, Lemmy, Hopnop, Jens, Bigomelang, Gingernut, Reg, Humph, and Neon, aka
When he's going to go? When he's going to go?
In P10.
He's gone now. Kayam's gone. So the race is back underway in CLR Friday. Kayam leads you away, although Camilo's got a good slipstream towards turn 1. That's not going to be a move.
With a really good run on Jens, going into turn 1 already,
side by side. Jens holds it, but Beagle Milan on the outside in towards turn 2. And Jens is off the track.
Outside again. Jens is off track, just to try and keep it. Oh, Jens!
He loses position to his teammate as a result.
And might lose
Callum
another
is now
one
going
to
for a move. Callum might go for a move on Beagle Milan. Oh, he's been forced on the grass. And he's gone wide, Callum.
Some really big pushes here around here. Callum now down to P9, even fighting for P10 now with Goober at the back, as Camilo is on the back of Kiam at the front of the pack.
It looks like it's really dry now, the track. It looks really dry.
Looks like it's dry. It has stopped raining. It has stopped raining.
Already.
Gomelan in P5 already with the gap to the top 4 in Hopnop.
Position's changing in the middle sector.
1.5 seconds.
Got a crazy battle here. Oh, there's contact with Rocket, and that was Matix Ben. A bit of contact as well. Well, Yas getting close as well. He's made a move on Kuruma into that is turn number 10. Impressive move. But now we see Kaya making a 7/10 gap. Are we going to see pit stops here?
Not yet, I think.
He's in. He's in. Kayam's in.
Kayam is already in. Then the track was driving out really great. Lemmy has continued for another lap.
So we're seeing all the pit stops then. Some of the pit stops early on.
Jens 10 seconds, speeding in the pit lane.
Kayam medium compound tyres.
Mediums, hards for Camilo. Migo Milan to mediums as well.
Jens is changing his front wing and he's putting on hard tyres.
Nemo to mediums, Boomer to mediums,
Yes,
Jens
front
to
wing.
hards. Jazz is in the pit
And
lane as
hard
well,
tyres.
hards for him as well.
So
Let's
mixed
see
tyres.
how these drivers will be going on.
Jens is,
in the chat.
Jens is not happy at Humph in the chat. Might see a report potentially later. Lemmy continues in the lead then, as those guys are boxed. He's a 1 second gap to Hobnob. Reggie is 3 seconds behind these guys, so in P3 Reggie is running.
Kiam is 21.6 seconds behind. Gap is extending on this fresh mediums, who haven't caught up to temperature at this point. The gap is really increasing already. Another second lost during this lap. So I think Racer might be right. As people
Lemmy stays out again. Hobnob stays out.
For slicks really quick after it stopped raining.
So Callum's pitting now.
People on Inter still setting fastest laps, so
4 more into the box.
Big improvement from the last lap as well. So we're only 5 seconds of normal race, of normal dry racing. So when is that the point to box? Callum and Jakub and also Dion Stan all pitting for hard slick compound tires. Goober as well, hard tires.
It's all about when you box, when you get the decision right. Let's see where Callum's going to come out compared to Kayam. Kayam is going through turn 3 now, and Callum is just behind him, so actually those guys have gained time.
It looks like they gained some bit of time. The question is how much.
Jakub
we will
with
really
Camilo,
know once
side by side
Lemmy and
turn 4.
have made their stop. Kayam 26 seconds behind, which was 22 only a few laps ago. So that to me looks like this Inters are still that bit faster.
Inters pit now made the right decision, says Raceborough. So let's now see if Lemmy will box. This is a very strategical race at the moment. Lemmy continues. So
Lemmy continues for another lap. Hobnob is in. Hobnob is in the pit lane, trying to get that undercut on Lemmy.
It's box at Alpine, Reggie as well.
Hump and Reggie in the pit. And Kuruma, who has been,
as well.
With some issues earlier on, now in P5, but still having to box for slick tires.
Mediums for the Haas, hards for the Alpine and hards for the Ferrari. Ben is coming in as
Lemmy
well.
And Kuruma, the last 2 drivers on intermediate tires. Let's see what they can make of it.
Friendly Rocket has put hards on.
As Hobnob, who made the right decision. Hobnob will be in the net lead.
Oh, he's got a big, massive net lead as well. Reggie's in P2. Oh my word, this has absolutely swung on its head, this race so far.
Yeah, Kayam too early on those medium tires. And I'm really curious, why do people box for medium tires? Because we know in this game the hards will get you along. Will get you along very nicely towards the end of the race already. DRS enabled.
It's time to box
really
Lemmy. Yeah, he's in.
Lemmy, it's time to box. Time to box now.
This might be a Lemmy masterclass then. If he's doing an overcut.
Or disaster class.
Yeah, let's see. It should be hard tyres, especially from lap 9. It's already been 9 laps. Blimey, this race got bust. Jakob's made another position up on Dion Stan. That is P8 now for Jakob. He's doing a really good job, Jakob. So far, so good for the Polish driver in the Red Bull. We're going to see
the first person to get the 3 seconds.
Lemmy's on mediums.
Into turn 1. But he will have the tire at... Oh, Hobnob with a little slide in turn 2.
And Lemmy has got a big lead here. Big lead for Lemmy.
Not yet. Hobnob still catching up because he has the more speed along the straight. But still 2.6 seconds, so a really good stint on the Inters for Psycho Lemmy, who got this race on hand at this point in time.
Kayam's made a pass on Reggie then, keeping our eyes on this field. Jakob's just closing up to Callum now, he's just 1.4 seconds off. So Jakob is doing a really good job from last.
We have Neon and Beagle Milan, Camilo, sorry, side by side in the second
sector.
Safety car.
I can't see why.
I can't
Rocket,
see why we have
front
a safety
wing.
car.
That might have caused the safety car. I think he might have crashed at turn 3 or something.
That's a really easy safety car.
Karuma drive-through penalty.
Drive-through pen, you can't take that under the safety car. So that will be, this time it will be a massive penalty for him, because that will, I think, ruin his entire race.
Lemmy is swearing in the chat. I think he knows what he's done here. He's got the wrong strategy on. Wrong tyres are on. Hobnob is on mediums as well. It is on Kayam. Reggie's the first placed on the hard tyres. The first place hard runner, but with Humps just behind him. Callum as well is close. Jakob, impressive stuff from him. Neon's gained places as well. Camilu's been a big loser out of that. Kruma's coming in. I think he might be retiring.
We have
here.
some people in the pit lane.
Jens. Oh, Jens.
Yeah, Jens, mate. Keep your head in the game. Kuruma 10 seconds as well. So Kuruma now has ended 10 seconds. And a drive-through penalty.
Oh, that's
So that's pretty much his race over, unless there's something mad happening. Kuruma for wets?
What? I don't know.
What?
This is like a Pierre Gasly type situation at Hockenheim.
What is it, 2018, 2019? Something
it's the
like
same
that?
team. Rocket's retired.
Rocket's retired. He is retired indeed. Some really weird stuff going on. Jens now at the back of the pack, P16.
I'm not sure what's going on with Kuruma. This is the same team that put wets on Pierre Gasly's car in 2018.
That's true.
Yeah, I think it just runs in that team, doesn't it? Lemmy says the problem isn't with his tyres. That's what I thought. The problem is his margin. Yeah, you did have a big margin out there. It's about 2.5 seconds. You did a really good strategy,
I agree with you, Race Brewer. Best papers for the current P4 to 9 on those hard tyres with this safety car.
So you could say Jakob, Callum, Reggie, Hump, Neon and Camilu. Good positioning. This field has really flipped. Now I'm going to look at positions changed again. Compare now to the last safety
George,
car.
if you are Lemmy, Hopnop or Kiam, and you know you're on medium, so you have to box again later on, do you try a box now and lose as little time as possible? Or do you try to drive away after that safety car and have to pull a massive gap? What would you do?
Well, they're going to lose all their positions now, so you just got to stay with it. I mean, you've got to stick to your strategy.
No, but you lose your positions, but you at least be still at this pack. If you try to drive away now, and you have to make a pit stop under green flag racing, which you will have to, because the mediums aren't gonna make it. They never go. And then you have a gap that you need to get into.
You never know with what they've been thinking with their strategy today. They've probably put into consideration the risk of a safety car. We've already had the second safety car now. Definitely for me, I would have boxed onto hards at the when we switched over from wets to the slicks. But it's down to them. I don't really know with the mediums. Safety car's already coming in. Yeah.
That's a really late call from Bernd Mailander to box that safety car this lap. It will be Lemmy for the restart then, as he has only 1% on his rears, he says. After 2 laps, so after 2 laps with a few laps of safety car, that's obvious.
Going really slow there, and
Lemmy then is absolutely parking. He's going now. Overtake mode. He's going, putting in everything. Hopnop is fresh on this restart. Reg and Hump, that might be too early.
Too early for Hump. He's given the place. Yep. Hump down on the inside. He just holds on there, but Reg cuts the corner. There's definitely a warning there.
Callum passed Jakub there for P6 on this restart. Really well done by Gingernut, as we have Humph and Red side by side towards turn 4. Humph on the inside. Really well done for Humph in his Ferrari, as Red has to concede that one.
So as we continue now, Lemmy keeps the lead. Hobnob is on him. 4 attempts of a gap behind. Kayam 3 in third with them.
Jakob diving in the middle sector on Gingernut, squabbling for P6. Gingernut is a bit squared in.
Jakob goes on the inside again and he's tapped Reg, but he's going to gain 2 places because he gets it on Reg as well.
He gained 2 position, but not clean moves out there.
He's taking no prisoners today, Jakob. P5 right now for him. Incredible stuff from him.
And we have Kiam in P3 looking into Hopnop. Really close towards turn 1. Starting lap 13. Fastest lap everywhere at this point in the race.
Yes.
No move for Kiam quite yet. As we have
Neon's on the inside of Reggie
Neon
now.
and Reg for P7 and Beagle Milan and Dion stand for P10 in this race.
It's incredible battles everywhere.
And also Boomer
3 wide on the straight.
On the outside.
Double 3 wide ahead of him into turn 4. It's going to be Camilo on the inside. So Camilo gains 2 places as a result. Good job from Camilo. Behind, Beagle Milan is side by side and Boomer's off the track as a result. Jakob makes a move on Hump, so
it's too wide in the middle sector. It's absolutely mental racing down here. Red gets a free second. Dion with a late dive on Boomer, trying to keep that P11 intact, trying to score some points. Not worked out for him.
Side by side.
Now.
Dion again on the inside.
Contact there, a lot of contact. What's going on down here?
This is mental battling, everyone. We've got Boomer then making progress.
We have now got Kiam for P2, trying to catch on to Hopnop, DRS this time around. Will it be a dive from him? Not quite yet. Humph also too far. Callum 3/10 only on Camilo, so he will try to have a look towards turn 4.
Let's keep our eyes on this one. It's all calming down a bit.
Really close on that one.
I think we're going to see a move from Callum for P6 on Camilo.
It's already on the straight. It's not even a challenge. So 1.3 the gap
side by side with
Ginger to Humph.
Boomer makes contact on the rear of the Mercedes. It's a bit of argy-bargy. Dion's off the track in turn 4. So he's down into 15th. Makes a move on 2 cars in the horseshoe. That's incredible stuff from Dion. Amazing overtake.
Stuff around here. And I pulled a little gap as well. 4/10 during that one.
Insane overtakes here. I think Kayam's got the pace. Hobnob's slightly dropping off from Lemmy. It seems like maybe Hobnob's not got the pace at the moment. Let's just say for the moment.
Kiam's really clearly close to Hobnob this time around before even the DRS is opening up. But he is running out of ERS to attack with. Hobnob is still very high on his battery, and he can't make a move. He's just stuck down here.
It's DRS trains.
Matrix Ben up to P13, passing Dion Stan as well.
Incredible.
And Camilo now trying to make a run on Ginginut for P6. They're really squabbling now along the straight. Once again, it's swapping a change every single lap now for Camilo and Ginginut.
Beagle Milan side by side with Boomba. Boomba is side by side on the last lap as well. They go side by side into the horseshoe. Boomba on the inside on Beagle Milan. Oh, bit of contact.
It's a little slide for Boomba, really trying to fight his way back into the points after starting P20.
Yes,
in this race.
He is in the points at the moment, just 2 for him, P11, but he is making good progress. I have to say though, the guy who's starting with Jakob, he's closing on the guys in front of him. He could be on for something here, Jakob.
He's going to really awesome for something, as we have Goober in P8, trying to look into the back of Ginginut and his Williams. British driver in a British team. Really curious what he can do this season, but it's not for now. As we he pulled a real good gap here to Neon, as Reg is on his inside. Will he give it a look? Not quite. Boomer and Milan into turn 1 once again.
Everywhere. Oh, more contact.
Oh, that's more contact for Boomer and Milan. As Jens now on the charge, on the outside, on the straight, going to make a move.
The Great Dane Bear Hunter in towards turn 4. He's got the move done on Boomer.
Up to P11 once again. Did he serve that 10 second actually?
I think he's got 10 seconds still on his time, yes. We see penalties for Reggie, Neon, Matix Ben, Dion Stan, and as well as Nemo. Those are the only penalties at this stage. Whew. That was a bit of crazy action going on right there. It's calming down a little bit, let's just say, for now. As Hopnop is the lead.
But we have a real... we absolutely miss Hopnop getting the lead from Psycho Lemmy.
Yeah.
It's just
been mental all over the place. It's difficult to keep our eye on the best battle here.
We'll make it up for you now, because now Lemmy is getting towards turn 1 on the right of the back of Hopnop. I don't think he's going to make the move just yet. It will be going into turn 4 in a little bit. A real close fight there for P1, 2 and 3 for Hopnop, Lemmy and Kiam. Kiam, who was having an amazing debut, starting from pole position, as now Lemmy on the outside, on Hopnop, or on the straight. Really easy move from him there with DRS. But
Contact
really well
Nemo
done.
and
Otherwise,
Yaz.
he's off, and then Hopnop back into the lead. It looks like Lemmy doesn't want the lead of this race. Kiam now on the back of Lemmy after that mistake, trying to get into P2.
Well, he will play his games. He'll put his strategies up, Lemmy. You know what the drift master can do here. Let's see if he can do a drift for us in the middle sector. Come on, Lemmy. Come on, mate. Let's see a drift. Let's see a drift.
Lemmy, our WRC specialist, so I want to see some drifting, mate.
Good drift master. Let's see if he can make a move then. As he drifts just then. Slight drift, not much. But
Humph also really close on the back of Jakub, who is sitting quite nicely there. Jakub with some really strong pace on the hard tires as well with Humph. Just dragging him along the way.
On the outside.
Nice.
Oh, there's a position change.
Someone's been massive slide for Lemmy. No, Lemmy had a massive slide himself. Lost that position on his own mistake there.
I was just watching Boomber got pushed to the pit wall there. That was quite crazy with Jens and Beagle Milan. That battle continues. Camilo then back into P6. This battle kind of is changing on the straights. Guys understanding we need to work together to get more places.
About working together, there's some real, for the top 3 positions, they will need to work together as well. Hopnop doesn't think it's the same with Kiam and Lemmy, who has pulled a gap of 1.1 seconds. If you can break DRS, that will be a real big one for towards the second half of this race. Looks like Kiam will be just inside of DRS range. He will have DRS, so
8.5 temps, yes.
not being able to break it into the second half of this race, which can be crucial to break it. But it's really so difficult to do around this track, because the DRS is so powerful.
Humph has made a move on Jakub now. Jakub stays on the inside
really well
at turn
done.
1.
Jakub on the inside, as there's a bit of ghosting going on here.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of lag involved.
Might be, not sure. Milan 3 seconds. Might be the ghosting for grieving thing, by the way. To turn 2. Let's see if I can catch that.
Sure.
No, I can't. There seems no safety car or anything like that. Not sure what happened. Matrix Ben 3 seconds.
We see a
Boomber
move
up to
Boomber.
P10, fighting with Jens. In sector 2, really
on the
well
inside
done. Jens still on the inside, a bit of contact, a bit of argy-bargy. As Boomber now with a shorter race line through that second sector. Jens trying to make it back into the braking zone. A real side-by-side here, throwing into Junkao. Who will be the last on the brakes? It will be Boomber who will be ahead of that one.
Let's get back to the lead then. Kayam's in position for a move. I think he was just going to hold back though. It's just under 2 temps now.
Kiam into P2 now, real close on the back of Hopnop, trying to get that, will get the DRS open. Is he able to get a move on? It will be a real big one for Kiam, showing his pace earlier on. Not able to make the move just yet, as Boomer gets a 3-second penalty as well. So P8 to P16, all having a penalty of some sort. While all drivers from P7 to P1 having non-penalties at all. Real close battling for P1, 2 and 3 still. Jakub not being able to catch up, 3.3 seconds. He was 2.3 earlier on. And 3 seconds before that. So it's a bit of squabbling around for Jakub, who's struggling with Humph still at the moment. And Camilo also not being able to catch up to Humph, who is having ginger nuts in his gearbox.
Yeah, you have a train from 6th all the way down until 12th. And we have the top 3 in the train.
Here we go again. Kiam on the back of Hopnop. He's really close going towards the Senais. He will go towards the outside of turn 1. It's an easy pass for him. Kiam back into the lead. Let's see what he can do on those medium tires. He's got the oldest tires of everyone on the grid.
I think Hopnop just allowed that one to happen because he's going to retake this position. with the
He's gonna retake it relatively easy. Lemmy
but
now
let
on
me
the
side by
outside of turn 4
side.
as well.
Ooh, get close there, but
Doesn't end in tears this one. Real good racing from these three drivers. Hopping up Kiam and Lemmy. Massive drop out here as Callum Gingina takes P6 from Camilo once again. They keep squabbling. And that's why you see that whole train even back towards P12. Real close gaps throughout.
so just 2 temps in the middle sector. It looks like Kiam is very good pace in the middle sector. Yeah, I don't really know how to say his name.
No clue.
We'll find out probably for all these guys.
Once again.
As the McLaren will get his DRS open. There's battles everywhere. We still have 15 laps to go. Luckily for us, we're very privileged to have this great battles going on. We'll go 3 wide in a minute. Lemmy's going for the lead.
It's the third one. Lemmy in the lead.
He's got
really
2 places.
Outside. He absolutely maximized everything he could have gotten out of that corner. Absolutely mental move from Psycho Lemmy.
Incredible job, but
as he will try to take a gap, has the youngest tires out of these 3 drivers towards the inside, trying to defend massively from Kiam and Hopnop down to turn 4.
No, not on the inside this time.
Really well done by Lemmy. He is now being able to try to create a gap in the second sector. That's the only place where you can do it around this track.
So Camilo gets
real
back
close to Kiam still.
I was just looking at the battles behind. Jakob's got back into P4. They're just switching, these guys. Camilo and Callum as well. They're not catching ahead. I think Jakob is actually starting to gain now. It was about 3 seconds, wasn't it? But they're getting into it.
Also, we have Beagle Milan in the pit lane. Did Beagle Milan switch to mediums earlier on? Or did he go for hards? I think he went for mediums.
He stopped again, so we'll have to see what.
I think he was on mediums.
It looks like Lemmy has broken DRS. This is critical.
Critical stuff
Lemmy
for Psycho Lemmy.
As we now see, Hobnob needs to get the place back to stay in DRS.
Hobnob up to P2, Kiam dropping back again.
Yes, he will have the DRS again, so DRS was temporarily broken.
Temporarily broken.
Lemmy's gone a bit wide there.
And he ghosted a bit there as well. I'm not sure what he's doing,
I
but
think he went off the track, yeah.
He went very wide, so Hobnob down into the lead again.
Yes, so Hobnob retakes the lead. Callum into P6. They're just switching.
Lemmy with a mental action the lap before, lap 22. With an amazing move into turn 1, and now has lost the lead already after an amazing lap trying to break the DRS. It just didn't quite work out for him in his Sauber.
So as we see the Sauber driver with incredible double pass on that lap previous.
With all this fighting, let's look at P4. Jacob, he was 3 seconds down, only 2.4 right now.
Well, the DRS is the saving grace at the moment. If it just looks like Jakob is just reeling them in, he's not really. He's just working with Humphrey. He's like, well, mate, you can pass me in the straights, but let me just stay in the middle sector ahead, and we'll get the time.
Lemmy in the pit lane. Lemmy pit lane.
Lemmy
that
pits,
is the point that he will be dropping 20 seconds down. That will be towards. He will be in P13. That will be towards Matrix Ben. So. Really difficult one for Lemmy to catch up 20 seconds.
Oh, that was a mistake from Humph made a mistake there out the center S, so it was about 4/10 loss.
It's hard tires for Psycho Lemmy.
Yeah, I feel the hards were the best decision from lap 9 onwards. They'll definitely make the end, no questions of it.
Yeah, but if you box now, why do you go for hards and not for mediums?
I don't know. That's
point,
my answer.
If you have any set of tires left of softs, I would go for them at this point.
Absolutely, yeah. I do agree with you on that one.
So I'm not really sure what's Lemmy on this one, but maybe forgot to change this compound to the correct one.
Let's see.
Let's see what he can do. He's now, let me see, 19 seconds back on Hopnop in the lead of the race.
As our race,
he's catching up already, so.
Yep.
And he's a bit of a gap to Matrix Ben, so let's see what he can do. We will come back to him in a few laps.
Our race strategist, Race Brower, in the chat is just saying mediums should go to soft. So yeah, that's definitely the correct decision. Max as well has just said that, but he did say a few laps earlier.
Back into the lead again on Hopnop, down now onto turn 4 on the straight towards turn 4 again. Hopnop not quite close enough as Jakub only 2.2 now behind, so he's slowly but sturdy gaining on the leaders here. But
Camille
as
back into
Lemmy
P5.
has showed, Kiam and Opnum still have to box. You never make it. Kiam has boxed on lap, what is it, lap 5 or lap 6.
He was the first one in, yeah. That was a really early call from Kiam. I was really surprised to see that really early call. You know, you might just have to wait a lap or two. That's what it is like on Brazil, is like the smaller tracks on this game. It's not straight away. The longer tracks like, let's just say Baku, you box straight away, but not here. Not here.
I agree with you, Racebird. A safety car would save a lot of people at this point. Lemmy indeed wanted mediums. He didn't swap his compound to the correct one in his MFD. So that's a real shame for Psycho Lemmy. Who's past Matic's band, so up to P12 and back into the points paying position. But that's not what he wants. Psycho Lemmy wants to push for good points and even for the podium, but it will be really difficult for him with only 11 laps to go.
Big slide from Humph again at the center S, so he's struggling through those corners. It's quite clear to see. Jakob is just reeling them in. This is
really
is absolute masterclass.
A masterclass from Jakob, who started P19 into P3, doesn't have to stop, and he's in provisional net race lead, because Kiam and Hopnop will have to box. There's no chance they won't.
The only question is, puncture, definitely. There's always a chance.
When do they will? When will they get a puncture? How far are they on tire wear? We don't know. That's the annoying part.
And I think Jakob is just starting to push again because he's gained another half a second. And Humph is nearly out of DRS, so that'll be massive. Humph needs to stay in DRS. Massive. He's been dragged along by...
Humph is still in. He's really getting dragged along by Jakob. Humph in a net P2. So amazing stuff for Humph in his debut for Ferrari in CLR.
Not Karuma being lapped there, actually. I saw DRS open for Kayam because of that.
Yeah. So that's a real savior for Kiam. And Camilo and Gingernuts squabbling for P5, what now is, after Lemmy has boxed earlier on. Still squabbling with each other. Reg and Jens also in this train. Boomboer, who has fallen off a few seconds. So this train is from P5 to P9. So a lot of points still up for grabs for these drivers. As Reg is in the Williams sandwich. The Williams sandwich of death.
Or the FIA sandwich, as you could call it, of Callum and then Reggie and Jens and Boomer as well.
So the whole FIA P6 to P9. So well done on that one.
It looks like Boomer was one of the first ones to pit on the mediums.
Reg really in the gearbox of
yellow flag.
Callum at this point. Yellow flag. That
it was Yaz, yes.
Was yes.
He just went off at the horseshoe. Hobnob is within 4 attempts. Will they get to the end? This is going to be...
Humph is almost in the gearbox of Jakob. Jakob has lost a bit of time towards the medium runners ahead. So those mediums not quite falling off the cliff just yet. As Humph goes towards the outside of
Jakob
turn 4, but can't really make a move there. Callum into P5 now, into turn 4. He's past Camilo once again, and that's not the first time we've seen that today.
Dion is close as well for a position. He's gone on the inside on turn 4 on Neon, or Goober McBanana Pants. That's an interesting name to say the least. But he's P10 Dion, so progress. As we see Jakob is also making progress. 1.8 now. It's difficult without DRS, absolutely. DRS is absolutely critical in this game. You can see it with Humph. It's
not
clear
only in this game, especially on this track.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's clear Humph is not on the pace of Jakob. He's just been dragged along. This could earn him a podium potentially, or high points. Really good. Anyway, Hobnob back into the lead. Ahead of Kayam. Okay, Jammer.
Camilo now towards the... inside or outside of Gingernut will be the inside of turn 1. He had a look, but it doesn't quite stick it in just yet. Beagle Milan passing Matic's Ben, by the way. As Neon is in the pit lane from hard tires, gaining 10 seconds penalty as well from that one.
So back ahead now.
Might ruin his race. Jazz in the pit lane as well, also on those old hard tires.
Lemmy on Dion on the inside. He's made the move at the very last moment. They're side by side, wheel banging with Dion and Lemmy. Dion's not going to give this one up, although Lemmy is on this far superior tyres. Dion holds it on the outside as Lemmy's on the inside. As Lemmy gets the position in the end. P10 is his prize for that overtake.
Yeah,
Back
Lemmy
to the
now.
lead.
Lemmy has to catch overtake Boomer, then there's a massive gap towards the train, towards the FIA train of Gingenut, Reg, and Jens. So P4, 6 might still be up for
Jakob side by side.
Lemmy.
Jakob holds it on the inside, late braking, side by side through the centre S's. It's a move for Humph. Humph has decided now is the time, and he has gained place, but they're losing time ahead. Kayam switches with Hobnob.
As Jakub goes towards the outside, little Luke doesn't quite make it stick just yet, so I'm really well defended there into turn 4, and now wants to break that, break a bit of a gap towards Jakub. 2.2 seconds the gap towards P1 and 2, so let's see what he can do.
Let's see. 2 seconds is the gap. When are the tyres going to fall off? Who knows? If they can go 30 laps, that is a miracle, quite frankly. But Kayam has been doing an excellent job with those old tyres, let's just say. Neon's box for softs. We're missing those pit stops. Ben as well, medium tyres. There could be a fastest lap for Neon, potentially. Jakob's...
As Humph and Jakub are fighting again for P3 this time,
He
so
went
the
really
way around,
early.
Jakub getting back into P3 even before the last corner, quote unquote. It's not a corner. Into turn 1, now Jakub back up to P3, gap 2 seconds. So even while whilst they're fighting like this, they're still not losing time to watch P1 and P2. Only 6 laps remaining for Kiam and Hopnop to try and survive on these medium tires.
This is going to be frankly incredible if they make the end. It's just true tyre.
As we have Ginger at the Camilo down to turn 4, swapping his positions once and again.
So yes, it's just been constant position swapping from Callum. P5 at the moment, good performance. As we see, Neon sets the fastest lap on those soft tyres. I said he would. He's done it.
Yeah, that's no surprise from him there, but he still has that 10-second penalty after this session to serve. And at this point, in P13, he won't get that extra point for fastest lap. You need to finish within the top 12, where there are points awarded in CLR.
No one will get the fastest lap then, if I'm correct.
Humph now again into
yes.
turn 1. It's swapping and change every single lap. Humph now back in front again of Jakub.
This has
and
been
Camilo
incredible.
back in front of Gingernut into turn 1. Big lockup from him there. Will not have the best of lines in the Curva del Sol. As Callum will go around the outside of Camilo once again. Side by side, even with Jens as well. It's real close between these three.
Oh, they've gone! They've gone! That's Camilo in the wall!
Jens has spun. Jens got scared with that one. Safety
oh my
car
word!
This late in the race.
This has been a massive saviour. I think everyone's boxing now. Got a box. Box. Come on, guys. No one stay out, please.
That's mad. This late in the race. That's real mad.
That was a mental... I remember a similar crash I had with Callum in that corner, actually. Out turn 4. It was the launch season, I think it was. I remember that incident. That was... Yeah. So... Everyone is going to box here, I suspect. Yeah, you got box. No! Kayam hasn't boxed.
Kiam is staying out. Hopnop has boxed.
Hopnop, Jakob, Humph.
I think I know what Kiam is doing. Because of how this game works, the safety car will go in this lap, I think.
Ooh, that might be incredible, perhaps.
Because this game always lets the safety car in with at least, I think, 2 or 3 racing laps to go, but I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3.
All right, so
Callum has opted for the same. He stayed out. So that's a big risk both Kiam and Gingernut are taking on this one.
I actually think they're going to be wrong on this. I think I think the minimum laps you can do at a reset is 2. I don't think it's 3. I don't. I think
I
the
don't
safety car.
know. I can't remember.
Let's see. Let's see.
We'll see.
But
We will find out very shortly. But
Milan stayed out as well. That's going to break 5th to 7th. So Hobnob's in the hot seat with Jakob right behind.
we have already Hopnop, Jakub, and Humph all caught up to the safety car
Yeah.
trade already. So it's a real difficult one for
It is such a risk. This is going to be
Kiam
a,
and Gingernuts. Will it be in this lap though?
well, let's see. They've crossed the line now. It
They
did.
crossed the sector 3 line now, so I
It
don't
gave
think
the
it
warning
will. But
here though. This
yeah,
line
we got
coming up.
we got a real late call last time out.
I think it's going to
So-
stay out another lap. Yeah, it's got
It
to
will
stay
be
out.
staying out another lap. But at this point, Kiam and Gingernuts
Oh,
will have to stay out because they will lose way too much positions otherwise.
this is
Vigo
going to
Milan
be.
has also opted to
yeah.
stay out, by the way. He's P6 now, but all those fresh softs runners behind him. As where's Lemmy? Lemmy in P8. So he has something to gain as
Yeah,
well.
he's gained positions as a result as well. This unfortunate race for Lemmy, really. I probably should have stayed out, to be honest. But it was his call at the end of the day.
Nah, Lemmy in Twitch chat said the hearts were absolutely awful, so I understand why he's boxed for softs. And I think he should, because even now, in P8, he has gained a position and is on fresh tires. So that's a good call for
Raceborough.
Lemmy.
When we
After,
Raceborough, you said the winner would be one of P3 to P5. Who do you think is going to win out of them three? Come on, Raceborough. Tell me, please. Make your call.
I think Jens is a bit done with it. Oh my god, I am quitting. I can't anymore. None of these, one of these people can drive. I swear.
So Raceborough's made a selection. It's Jakob, and that would be an incredible story if he does it. This is actually his first race, isn't it? I mean, he joined last season, but he didn't do a race.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think he did.
it's his debut
Yes.
race.
So that will be mental. Kiam as well, but he's not gonna make it.
This is going to be
There is no chance.
This is going to be a mental last 2 laps
Safety
in
car
CLR.
in this lap. Also, by the way, we have Kuruma still in this race, who is a lap down. But he is right behind Psycho Lemmy, actually. No, he's behind Dion Stan. So there will be a gap forming after P9.
Kayam is just driving straight away.
He went straight away.
Oh, he's going to get limited though.
Oh.
Let's see now that
He's gonna get limited by the safety car because he went so early.
front
The
wings are
front
flying.
wing fly- the
as
front
we see
wings
the restart
flying.
then, Jakob with
It's
coming
mental
inside.
into
Hobnob
turn
is
one.
going
It's
through.
Noah's
Callum.
Ark once again.
Hobnob makes the move.
Callum down to P3. Hopnop into P2, trying to look towards Kiam for turn 4.
Kiam next. 10 seconds for
Gingernuts
Boomba.
on the outside.
Jakob is going to be next. The switchback on the exit of turn 4. Jakob holds. Is going for an outside move here.
Kiam keeps the lead. It's now Hopnop on the outside. Really well done from boy Hopnop on this last restart. 2 laps to go for the little sprint.
Hump is through into P3 on, over Callum.
To be
it's going to
expected,
be a move on
Callum's
Jakob.
dropping down on those old hard tires. Hump's now to
Hobnob.
P2 as well. Really
Hobnob
well
has
done.
broken this.
Hopnop has broken the second. No DRS. There will not be no DRS up the hill after Junkau. After the safety car restart, there will be DRS on the next lap.
Jakob's made a
will be
move
the final
then.
one. Kiam down to P4.
P3. Oh, there's a spin at the back. It's a Haas, and that is Neon. DRS is now
DRS
enabled.
enabled. Kiam now
Jakob
looking
with
towards
Kiam.
Jakub on the outside of turn 1. Will not make it stick. As I
Jakob.
do not expect him to on those old medium tires. Jakub now 6 tenths behind.
There's a flying. It's Lemmy. Lemmy's off. There's a
Lemmy's
flying
off.
Sauber.
No safety car obviously on the last lap. Jakub now real close on Humph, trying to get into P2.
Matex
On the
Ben is
final
off
lap
as
of
well.
this race.
As
It's gonna be on the
Jakob goes into
absolutely
P2.
nailed
Yes.
that one. P2 for Jakub, 1.5 seconds down on Hopnop though. Hopnop going into season 4. Will probably win this race, but the gap is 1.3 seconds, and still is the run up to the line coming as well. As Jakub is closing in really well. If he can get it into 1 second, it will be really close on that line.
There's also another spin.
But
That's Jens. Jens has gone as well. But now, as we see the race is concluding, reaching its conclusion, Hobnob is going to take an impressive victory here. Just managed his way through, and he takes the win here in Brazil. It's going to be Humph. Is it going to be
Fastest lap as
P2?
well. Ooh, Jakub, who finished
P2.
P2. Absolutely amazing drive from him.
Incredible, Jakub. Incredible.
Started at P90, came up to P2, taking the fastest lap of the
Callum,
race as well.
yes.
I think I saw that.
So Kayam P4, Callum P5, Reg P6. They gained positions as a result of penalties. Jens just went down. Hobnob took the win then. Impressive job from Hobnob. Just managing his way through the trouble. The trouble, the old tyres. Driver day, Jakub. There's no question about it. He is the driver of the day. 19th to 2nd. That's
Absolutely
unbelievable.
nailed that race, Jakub.
He got the fastest lap as well, Jakub. So that's an extra point.
An extra point for Jakub on that one. So provisional race finishing order. There will be some reports made after this one. I think so.
Yeah, we will.
So provisional finishing order. Hobnob, well done to you, mate. P5 to P1, staying out of everything. Good call on the inters to slick tires. Really well done. Driver of the day though will be Jakub.
Incredible. Let's just say
incredible drive. He told in the Discord chat he will be making that Max Verstappen run. And I think I will hand it to him. He got it. Well done to Jakub. Finish out the podium will be Humph, who will be really pleased, starting P11.
Yeah. Max, can you screenshot
finishing
results?
P3.
Get video results because it's not on stream. It's doing that glitch. Yeah,
I will.
Yeah.
Kian P4, Callum P5 on those old tires. Really managing that one really well. The P6 is Reg, I think. Yes. And Camilo P7. I will get my picture to run you through the rest of the finishing order.
Incredible
so
job.
Reg P6, Camilo P7, Dion Staan P8, P9, Jas Lemmy P10 after flying in the last lap. Then Matix Ben P11 and Beagle Milan finishing out the points in P12. For the non-points finishers will be Goober, aka Neon, Jens, Boomber in P14, Jens P15 who had the mare on the last few laps.
Yeah, he had the spin, didn't he?
Kuruma did get classified as finished, but he left really early on, so we won't classify him in P16. So he will be a DNF. Other DNFs will be Nemo, Rocket, Blow and Martin.
Wow.
That's our professional finishing order for this first round of CLR Season 4.
Wow. That's the word to describe this race. That was incredible. Battles everywhere. Left, right, centre. Behind,
Brazil
ahead.
always delivers.
Amazing
always
track.
Delivers.
First two tracks of the CLR season on Thursday, Austria, Brazil. Oh, just amazing tracks for battles, and we've just seen it there. So, thank you to everyone for watching this. Incredible job. Jens, put a report in, mate, if you need to. And thank you guys very much. That was incredible.
Can I ask you one more thing, George, before we round off this stream?
Go ahead.
How's your throat after this one? Because mine is dying.
It feels quite alright today.
Mine is absolutely destroyed.
Compared to,
I would like to thank all our drivers for destroying my throat.
Yeah. Well, compared to Mexico or some other tracks for me, it's not bad. I feel quite alright today, so no problem.
Nice one. I would like to, George, go on, round it off, because you already did it.
Yeah,
almost.
I mean, incredible racing, everyone. Thank you very much for watching in the chat. Raceborough, Jens, all our drivers as well in the chat. Good to see Raceborough in the chat, the champion, former champion, of course, in this tier. Max, anything else to say before I wrap it up?
No. I would like to thank everyone. And we'll see each other next week.
We'll see you all then. Until then, have a good week. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.